Hello, today I'm going to show you an awesome unboxing video by me for you. Today, let me introduce you this Makita XMU04ZX Cordless Grass Shears. It's a lightweight and handy cordless grass shear. It can be converted into a shrub shears in just a few simple steps. It's rust-proof shaving blade. The knife is sharpened on both sides and a handle extension for upright working is optionally available but not included, okay? The DUM604ZX battery-powered grass and shrub shears with 18-volt technology. The innovative 18-volt drive of the battery-powered grass and shrub shears protects the environment but provides full power. The idle stroke reaches up to 2,500 strokes per minute. The cutting width is 16 centimeter. The DUM604ZX is characteristic by allow the weight and the particularly handy design. The handle of this is rubberized so that a good grip is always guaranteed. The cordless grass and shrub scissors are used for cutting low ridges, grass bushes, or for working on hedges and shrubs, of course. This device features a double-edged blade for perfect cutting performance. The blade is made of rust-proof material. Especially practical is that it can be converted into a hedge trimmer with an included attachment by just a few steps. The combination for maximum productivity and versatility too. A handle extension for working upright is available separately. This device is powered by an 18-volt battery. Here the battery comes with 1.5 up to 6 ampere hour it can be used. The higher the ampere hours, the longer the battery grass and shrub scissors can be used with a battery charge, of course. And the Makita tool range and the Makita garden range can be used with Makita 18-volt batteries. The wide assortment of the high-quality professional tools offers extremely powerful and reliable work support with the 18-volt power for a wide range of tasks. With a separately available Makita DC-18RC fast charger, the batteries are gently but effectively recharged within a short charging time. With the DC-18RD battery charger, even two batteries can be charged in parallel in the usually fast time. This you have to buy separately because this is only the appliance itself. The idle action time is 2,500 rounds per minute. The cutting width is 16 centimeter. The battery voltage is 18. The dimensions are 337 to 177 to 131 millimeter. And the weight is around about 1.4 kilograms. It is really nice for working in the garden because it helps you with so many specific jobs in the garden. Of course, this device here makes a little bit noise, so maybe take care of your ears while you're using it. To ensure a correct operation, you have to look that your fingers does not have contact with the blade while the machine is running, of course. Only we use the equipment in a good light and visibility. During the winter season, we beware of slippery or wet areas. Ice and snow, that means it's the risk of slipping. We always ensure a safe footing on slopes and be sure to walk and never run with that device. We always remove the battery cartridge from the equipment whenever we are leaving the equipment unattached, and before clearing a blockage, before checking, cleaning or working on the equipment, after striking a foreign object, and whenever the equipment starts vibrating abnormally. Of course, we hold the tool firmly when we are going to use it. And you can see it makes a really good job on our grass. We have to see on the battery there are LEDs on it. That means if there are 4 LEDs lighted, that means we are in 75% up to 100 battery power. If only 3 LEDs are on, that means 50% to 75. 2, then 25 to 50%. And only 1 lighted LED means 0 to 25. If it is blinking, 1 is blinking, we have to charge the battery, of course. This tool is equipped with a tool battery protection system. The system automatically cuts off power of the motor to extend the tool and the battery life. The tool will automatically stop during operation if the tool or the battery is placed under one of the following conditions. Overload protection, of course, when the battery is operated a manner that it causes it to draw an abnormal high current, the tool automatically will stop. In this situation, we turn the tool off and stop the application that caused the tool to become overloaded. When we turn the tool on to restart. Or overheat protection. When the tool or the battery is overheated, the tool stops automatically and the lamp blinks. In this case, we let the tool and the battery cool down a little bit before turning on again. And over-discharge protection. When the battery capacity is not enough, the tool stops automatically. In this case, we remove the battery from the tool, and of course we have to charge the battery after this process. But then you can go back with it and can make a new awesome tail. We have indicator lamps, which helps us to see what's going on there. We can adjust the shearing height for the grass shear. The shearing height can be set to 3 levels: 15 mm, 20 mm, and 25 mm. By changing the fixed position of the grass receiver, the shearing height without the grass receiver is about 10 mm. We slide the grass receiver toward the front of the tool, and we change the fixed position of the grass receiver by moving it in direction as we like. That means we can make them set up 15, 20 or 25 mm. To remove the blade cover, we pull it slightly and then we slide it sideways. To install the blade cover, we perform the steps, of course, reverse. We remove the grass receiver easily. We release the protrusion on the grass receiver from the grooves on the tool while sliding the grass receiver toward the front of the tool. And we'll release the hang of the grass receiver from the tool itself. After this, we install the grass receiver again. We hook the hang of the grass receiver on the groove of the tool. Then we align the protrusions of the grass receiver with the grooves on the tool by sliding the grass receiver toward the front on the tool and moving it in the direction easily of the arrow. And then we can make an installation, or of course we can remove the shear blades for the grass shearer. We remove the grass receiver and place the tool upside down. While pressing the lock lever, we turn the undercover counterclockwise until the lock the lock symbol on the undercover is aligned with the triangle on the lock lever. We remove the undercover, the shear blades and the crank. Then we install the shear blades. We prepare the crank under cover and new shear blades. Then we remove the blade cover from the old shear blades and then attach it to the new ones. We adjust the 3 pins so that they are lined up on the alignment line. Then we apply a small amount of grease to the periphery of the crank. We attach the crank to the pin with the small and large round facing up. Then we adjust the blades and base plate so that the hole in the base plate and the 2 protrusions on the blades are lined up. We turn the shear blades upside down and install them so that the pins on the tool fit in the hole in the base plate. We make sure that the shear blades are fixed and secure in place, of course. Then we place the undercover so that the lock symbol on the undercover is aligned with the triangle on the lock lever. While pressing the undercover, we turn the counterclockwise until the symbol of the lock is aligned with the triangle and it is locked after this. Then we make sure that the lock lever fits in the groove on the undercover and we lock the lever. Then we remove the blade cover and then turn on the tool to check that it is working properly. To remove the shear blades, we place the tool upside down, the same. Then we can remove the undercover. Then we loosen the 2 screws with a screwdriver and remove the shear blades. Remove the crank from the shear blades. The crank may remain in the tool. Then we can install the shear blades itself. We prepare the crank undercover and new shear blades. Then we attach the blade cover to the shear blades itself. We adjust the 3 pins so they are lined up on the aligned line. We apply a small amount of grease. It's the same like before. We slide the shear blades so that the hole on the base placed in the position of the center of the rings of the blades. Then we turn the shear blades upside down and install them so that the pin on the tool fits in the hole on the shear blades. We insert the claw of the base plate into the groove of the tool. Then we make sure that the shear blades are fixed securely in place itself. And then we are nearly at finish line. We tighten the 2 screws again firmly with a screwdriver. Then we place the undercover so that the lock will be in one line with the triangle. And after this we can lock the system. And then it's time for new action outdoor with the cordless grass shear and the cordless hedge trimmer by Makita. This is a nice tool for your walk, for your pasture, for your garden, for your green area. This is the Makita XMU04ZX cordless grass shear. It is not only a grass shear, but it's also attachable for other works with a knife sharpened on both sides. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe me and give me positive feedback. And I hope to see you again on my channel. Soon.